Many people focus on earning money, but often overlook the importance of protecting what they earn and planning for the future. From unexpected emergencies to providing financial security for loved ones, having the right financial plan and insurance cover can make a significant difference. Today, we speak to Tulina Kapofi, a licensed financial advisor, insurance broker, and founder of Glowlux Insurance Brokers, to talk to us about making informed financial decisions and why financial protection should be a part of every household plan. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
A very key conversation topic, actually. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, for someone who has never thought about financial planning, where do they start? Let's get right to the basics.
Nice. I think the first step is just to have an honest conversation with yourself. You know, put your financials under a microscope. You know, give them that examination that they need. How much are you earning? What are your debts? Are you saving? What happens in case of a major event? The moment you can be honest, you just start there, have that conversation with yourself. You start there, you're good to go.
Good to go. Now, why is having insurance important, even when you feel financially unstable?
You know, I always like comparing insurance to wearing a seatbelt. So every day when you get in your vehicle, the first thing you do is put on your seatbelt, right?
Yes.
But you are obviously not hoping to get into a car accident. You're just putting it on in case and should anything happen. So it's the same thing with insurance. You are basically just transferring that financial risk to your insurer, and in case any major event happens, an unexpected death, you become disabled, your house gets robbed, what are you going to do? So insurance basically just puts you back in the same financial position that you were before.
Talk to us about common mistakes that people make when they're trying to protect their future. What have you come across in your experience?
Over the years, there are plenty, but I would say there are two major ones. The first one is people tend to take out insurance products without fully understanding them. Because insurance, the market is big, you know, there's so many insurance companies and different sorts of insurance products. But you have to understand that they are all designed for different target markets. So you might take out a certain product that is not designed for you. So that's why I like to personally do what we call a needs analysis, where I try and find the gaps, the risks, what you need, what are your responsibilities, and then we take it from there. You cannot take out insurance if you don't identify the need. Start with the need and then move to the product.
Now, how can people understand what they're actually paying for before they sign an insurance policy?
You know, it's so important, and I keep emphasizing it. I try to emphasize it as much as possible. It's so important to ask questions, okay? Ask questions. There's no such thing as a silly question. Your financial advisor is there. We are trained and we try to equip ourselves, obviously, to try and answer all your relevant questions depending on the products that you're taking out. So don't feel uncomfortable. Ask the questions, because at the end of the day, you're getting into a contractual agreement. And if you don't ask that question, at the end of the day, let's say it comes to claim stage, you're going to have big problems. And then it happens so much. So it's very sad. So ask those uncomfortable questions.
Talking about asking questions, who do we ask? How do you know, how do you pick a financial advisor? Where do you start?
We are so lucky, let me say, we live in the digital world now. We have access to information, to people, right? So it's finding a financial advisor. I know it can be challenging because sometimes it can be overwhelming as well. People are a lot. But I'll say be curious. Try and just the same way you go in the shop trying to search or buy something, you do your due diligence, right? Do the same with your financial advisor. If it's not working with her or you are not feeling the connection, you know, because your financial advisor is somebody you need to have this trustful relationship
Yes,
with.
it's
It's a
a
professional,
relationship,
it's a
yes.
relationship, and it's probably one of the longest professional relationships you'll ever have, because these are people that will be in your life, hopefully for a very long time. So you have to try and create that specific format, right? So that you are able to trust and communicate. They are able to answer your questions. They study the product so that you don't have to. So try and oh yeah, most importantly, please make sure that they are licensed and accredited to sell you the products that they are giving you advice on. That's very important. And then also, lastly, find out what insurer they work for and the type of products that they are licensed to sell. Because you find certain financial advisors are only accredited to sell for one insurer, for example, so
Yes.
you can only take from that product range. And then you find, let's say, independent insurance brokers, they can collect multiple quotations for you and compare them for you and then help you towards a good financial decision in deciding.
Thank you for the financial advice.
You are welcome.
Great. That was Tulina Kapofi. She is a licensed financial advisor from Glow Lux Insurance Brokers, and she was just really speaking to us about financial protection, the do's and the don'ts, and she says you must do your due diligence, do your homework, do your research, do your comparisons, but make sure you are financially protected. We'll be back.